What's up, everybody? Welcome to this 7th episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 21. Look at our two project cars. They are still in the same state as they were last episode. But what I did do is I spent some time making a little money because we needed money. And with that money, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the garage expansion. You have to hold to buy. So what does that do? That gives us like another area. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Toolbox in here. What is that? Nothing. Alright. So exit. Okay. So what else can we get? We just have $21,000. Oh, we get these 4 things now. Okay. How much is this one? 1,500. Yeah, let's do this. Let's get this. And then what's this? I don't know if I want to spend that right now. But anyway, I've got 13 skill points available, and I've been thinking about it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all those skill points into the fixing stuff right now, because that way we can get... Oh. Yeah. So that way we can repair parts and stuff. Because we can get almost with the points that I have saved up to the end. All I got to do is save up 5 more points, which I should get that with the next level that I get in order to get this last one, which lets me fix body parts, and that's what I'm really concerned with. So we got this repair table, so we can repair parts. I don't know. Okay, 6 credits to try and repair that. What up? Is that the only part we have that we can repair? Let's see. So that's the only part that we can repair? Like, we can't repair any of this other stuff? Just this one brake caliper. Well, let's just see what happens when we do this. Start repairing. Oh, okay. Okay. I see. Well, that sucks. I don't have any parts that I can repair. Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to go on to the next job, and we're going to go ahead and do the next story job. So at Royal Town. Alright, so what's wrong with this bad boy? This is a story mission, so probably a lot. Holy cow. Okay, well, only two pages on that one. It's not quite as bad as the van. Change oil, and then change fluids. That's cool. So can we take this bad boy to the track? I did discover while doing all the missions in between that... No, not the racetrack, the test track. Taking it to the test track. Oh, it needs a serpentine belt. Let's see if just putting that serpentine belt will make it to where we can drive it on the test track. Will give you so much information about the car that, you know, it's crazy. I bet we won't be able to. So, serpentine belt B3. Let's see, serpentine belt B 0A B I3. It's 30 credits. Go ahead. Mark mount. Alright, so now we need a belt tensioner. So that's easy. So we'll just go to the top. It's just a regular belt tensioner, and we'll throw that back on there. I can find it. I can't see. All right, there's that. So let's see. Can we take this bad boy to the test track now? Engine can't be started. Well, it was worth a try. A lot of information you can get from doing that, but we can also just go ahead and do the examination. So let's go ahead and do that. 14 parts in the engine. Cam gear 1%. That is low. A lot of these parts are pretty high. Alright. Alright. Yeah, that's so 90s for most things, and then you got some parts that are like horrifically bad. That's crazy. I wonder why. Like, what did you do to your car to get to this position? Almost finished with examining the suspension. Alright. The front suspension. Exhaust. And rear suspension. I did take a little trip down to the junkyard to have a look at some of the stacks of junk to try and find anything to go in my car. I didn't have a whole lot of luck, so it's crazy that I can't fix more parts that I have in my inventory. Like, I really thought that I'd be able to. Alright. So, where are we at? Still just the one part. Alright, everything's got to be at 95% or better if I change it out. Which that's no big deal because, I mean, that'll be at 100%. I mean, yeah, I can repair some things, but I can't repair very well, obviously. I had one chance, one part, and it broke. Like, what? I wonder if there's a minimum threshold. That's the problem. Emission coils are all good. So 3 bad spark plugs found there. And engine can't be started, so I can't do that one. Let's look at the electrical. The alternator's bad. That's great. Got some fuses that are bad. Some relays, or a relay, I guess. Alright, there's another one. Battery's at 100%, that's cool. So where does that put us? Still got some parts that aren't discovered. Well, looks like we gotta tear this bad boy down anyway because of the spark plugs. We gotta get pretty low into the engine. So let's just go start stripping this thing down. First thing we're gonna do, take out the oil. I don't want another fine. It's happened too many times already. And we'll get that oil drained out. Looks pretty clean. It's probably 95% too. Put it back and go ahead and lower the car down. I don't think we'll have to get in too much into the bottom end of the engine, but I guess we'll find out. So this is an engine I actually don't think I've worked on yet. This looks different. It's a, what do you got in you? This is it's an i4 or an i3, inline 3. I'm guessing since they only had 3 spark plugs, that it was an inline 3. Huh, that's cool. Fuel rail comes out next. Then we need these ignition coils. Well, it looks like the head is bad, so I've got to pull that off because, I mean, it's a mess. I need to go ahead and just drain out all these other fluids too because all those parts will come off. I don't want to have another accident. So let's switch over to that drain tool. Go ahead and get these drained out so we don't have an incident and have to pay some fees or fines. Camshaft, cam gear looks pretty rough. I think, oh no, it said I needed to change power steering fluid, so I'll go ahead and just change that too while I'm at it. Oh, that one was full. Alright, so back to deconstructing the engine. Oh, that's not the right mode. I'll get it eventually. What is this? It's part of the head. Is it really? Okay. So let's take off the throttle. This is an inline 3. It's gotta be. The whole filter looks pretty rough, so that'll be another part. Let's go ahead. We can't take these. We gotta take all this stuff over here off. So everything I just put back on. It's alright. It was just a bit to try and get it out to the track so we could test it and see what was wrong. But I don't think there's anything suspension or brake wise wrong with this one. That's what I tried to do. Come on now. I don't think there's anything wrong suspension or brake wise, and that's what really the track's all about, is the suspension and the brakes. It's good to know. I mean, it really helped me out in some of my other ones I was doing. I took a lot of body work because that really had good payoffs. It was kind of expensive when I did the work, but it had good payoffs. So. And I got bonuses from most of the body work that I had done. I don't know if there's a specific reason why I got them, but I did. That cam gear was bad. Alright, so we gotta take this off now. We'll look down at the pistons and see if we can see the state of the pistons from the top. We might have to just pull the oil pan just to see what's under there. Because if we can figure out what's causing the problems, then I'd rather not have to tear everything out if I don't have to. So, and these caps are the worst. Actually, I take that back. The rocker heads and the push rods are the freaking worst. And that's got us the head, which... Oh, no, we gotta unscrew some bolts, which makes sense. Makes sense? So I saw, whilst looking for some images for this game, that they are making an off-road mechanic simulator. Definitely gonna have to check that out. Yeah, it looks like we have at least one bad piston, so let's go ahead and lift this up and see what it looks like under the oil pan. So the suspension, the exhaust, all that looks great. Like 95%, 90%, yeah, that stuff looks great. So I don't think... What's in the way? Oh, what is that? Oh, you got to be kidding me. I left it on there just because why not, you know? Like, why take it off if you don't have to? And apparently, which sucks. The crankshaft looks good. Looks nice and clean. So that one needs to be replaced. I hope not. Alright, so now let's take the oil pan off. It's actually the first time I've ever had a part that was mounted to the oil pan. Okay, what do we got? It looks like everything is in great shape aside from that one piston. So I'm just going to take the cap off for that piston and pull it. Because the other two look like they're in great condition. And, yeah. So pull that piston out. What is that? That is a thermostat. Okay. Alright, so I could have pulled that oil filter while I was down there. So I still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts that aren't discovered. That oil filter's one of them. For sure. Is the timing stuff underneath that cover I pulled off? Is it the timing stuff needs to be pulled out? That could be more parts. I think it's got something in the transmission. I bet it does. That whole inside of that transmission's messed up, I bet. Is there a way to look at your results again? I don't guess so. I know there is if it's your car. Alright, let's pull this transmission off and see. Shouldn't take too long. I'm getting pretty good at pulling these front. Oh, there's some brakes that are bad. Those brakes definitely need to be replaced. 6%. Let's pull all the brakes. Maybe that's... Yeah, it looks like all the brakes need to be replaced. So we'll pull all those off. Or brake pads need to be replaced. Lord? Come on. Not the brake. Like the whole brake system. It's just the brake pads. I wonder if it's even the back ones too. Let's see if we can have a good look. Turn that off. Man, I can't get a good view. Yep, looks like they're pretty rough too. Let's get those out of the way. See, that's without being able to drive it, that's relies on visual inspection. If I'd have been able to drive it, then I would have been able to determine that those were bad or good. I'm telling you, taking it out to the test track, if you can get it to drive, makes a big difference. How's the fuel filter look? It looks perfect. Go ahead and look at it just to be sure, but I'm pretty sure it's 99%. Put that back in there so it doesn't get messed up in my inventory. Alright, so how many things do we still have to discover? Oh, we got one thing left to discover. Whew. One part. What did we miss? I think it's probably in the transmission. I don't see anything else here that's jumping out to me. I'm gonna probably regret this, but let's go ahead and pull this transmission off just to see if that part missing's in there. 98% of that bearing. Drive shaft. Starter looks good. Gearbox. I have to look at that bench so it's not in my view anymore. No, everything looks good. Yeah, that looks perfect. So we'll put that back together just so it's done. Could it be another one of the pistons? I don't think so. They all three look like they are in great shape. Not really supposed to look at it from down here. What could it be? What could it be? It's gotta be something simple. Something right there. These all look like they're in excellent condition. The pistons, the caps, everything looks like it's in just outstanding condition. Everything in the transmission was good. Battery was at 100%. I did the electrical tests. Let's lower this back down so we can have a look-see from the top side. See, the pistons look good. Fuel filter is good. Battery's at 99%. Thermostat's at 96. Did I test the air filter? I guess not. Maybe it's the air filter. It'd be funny if it was something that simple, because I don't think I did the visual test on the air system. And there it is. That's the air filter. Good to know. Okay. So now we just need to get the bad fuses out, and then we should be able to get all the parts we need. Relay A, relay B, fuse type B, and fuse type B. Should be about all the parts we need. So Let's see here. This is where we start. Alternator, cam gear, camshaft, spark plug, engine head, spark plug, piston with conrod, oil filter I3, brake pads, more brake pads, air filter, relay, fuse. That should be everything. So we don't even have to go over there to the computer anymore. We can do it on the tablet. Fuel rails. Oh, if we do it the long way around. Cam gear. I'm trying to buy them twice again. I don't know if I'll ever get that right. Camshaft. Spark plug. Yep, that's going to be in the electronics section. Head. Wow, that's almost 1,000 credits. Whew. Lord of mercy. I just killed the spark plug, but that's okay. Piston. Oil filter for the I3. Brake pads times 4. Air filter type A. And that's an electronic. Bad habit of just getting out of there like that. So we need alternator. We need relay type A. Relay, fuse type B times 2. And then we need relay B. And we're going to need spark. If I can type. Nope, sure can't. Spark plugs times 3. Alright, we got that. We can start putting this bad boy back together. I can't believe that was so expensive. I mean, I take that back. I can believe it was expensive. It's crazy that with such a great shape that the rest of this car is in, that part costs so much. I mean, that part was bad. Intake manifold. Throttle. Alright, get that put back on there. Let's get these cam rods in. Let's make sure we get the right one. Or camshaft. Get the right one that's 100%. Because I don't want to have it where it doesn't count it. I don't think it would have been a problem being that it was at 98%, but who knows. This game can be finicky about that sometimes. This game can be finicky about getting these things clicked sometimes. Let's get this put back together and get this job turned in. Make some money. Almost missed these caps. So I'm 350 XP into the next level. I need to get that level so I can get more so I can get to the ability to fix body parts. That's what I'm worried about right now. I feel like the cover should have gone over these coils. I feel weird about putting these in first. Like all this. Am I missing something here? Isn't there a cover that should go over that? What am I doing? Is this going first? I feel wrong. I feel like I missed something. I made a mistake. Did I make a mistake? Why are you letting me do this? Why are you letting me do this? Why is this like this? Makes my brain hurt because there should be a cover there. Should there not be a okay. Whew. Okay. All is right with the world. For a minute there, it was wrong. Where are we at? Okay. We can kill this. We got the 4 brake pads, belt tension, alternating air filter, medium fuse. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure we were on track to do things right, because I hate when I get to the end and I got to pull everything back apart from one little part that I forgot to switch out or some crap like that. It's really no fun. I mean, it is. It's kind of the name of the game, but it can get frustrating sometimes. Water pump. Let's get the serpentine belt on. Why can't we put the serpentine belt on? What did I miss? What am I missing here? Oh, I know. I have to put the that oil pan having that roller, that idler on it. That is weird. Like, this is the first car that I've seen that has that idler on the oil pan. So I can put this back on, and we'll go ahead and put the oil filter in while we're down here. Just have it done. It's crazy that you have to get it from the bottom, even though it's so far up on the top of the engine. But rules is rules, and you take the oil filter out from the bottom. That's just the rules. Okay, so now we could put this idler on down here. And then we can put the serpentine belt on. We could put the belt tensioner on. Getting close, guys. Getting close. Alright, brake pads, air filter, fuses. That's all we got left. Oh, I didn't mean to go that far back. Parts on. Boom. Air filter. Put these clips back on. Realism. Yeah. Right. That's done. Now we got to get the fuse box all set back up. All those fuses in. Now we can put the cover on. Cool. Alright, so now we got to throw some brakes on this bad boy. Got new brake pads all the way around. Fancy new shoes. Go ahead and put the tire back on because we will be good. It's almost like I'm an Indian here. Not really. Alright, so another set of brake pads. No. No, 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 no. 10% brake pads back on. It's the ones we took off. Gotta sell all the crap in my inventory. I usually try and not have so much stuff in my inventory because that way it makes sorting out the orders easier. But I'm getting pretty good at, using the recent stuff added to my inventory. It just makes it easier not to have to dig through that stuff. Oh, I need to check to see how much it is to add the warehouse, because that way I can just store parts instead of immediately selling them. Yes, it does give it a little boost in the credits, but it really doesn't go that far. Also, I said that I was going to figure out what the blue currency is, and I did that. I got on the interweb and did a little bit of searching on that blue currency. And from what I've been able to find out, there's a situation where you can scrap parts and restore parts from scrap or something along those lines. It wasn't super clear, but it has to do with working on parts is what I gathered. So I haven't figured out in game what that means yet, but that's what the interwebs told me. So we are done. We have all the parts put back on. So what we have to finish now is we have to finish putting new oil in and putting all the other fluids in, and then this bad boy will be ready to roll off the lot unless I put the tires on wrong, because there was 2 different size tires. I swear when I was doing the little side missions between episodes to try and build money up, I put the wrong size tires on 15 times because there's just not a super clear indication. I mean, it just goes to show you need to check the tire sizes before you just put them on. Or at least check them when you take them off, so that way you know what came from where. But, I mean, what do? Just keep putting it all back together. I'm thinking about, excuse me, I'm thinking about doing a little bit of SnowRunner in the next couple of weeks after I get some episodes of Car Mechanic Simulator built up. I like that game. I think it'll be cool because it's got a little bit of a different kind of a mission system where you have, you know, these set tasks that we're going to have to do, and it'll be a little change of scenery from time to time. And then, like I said, I'm excited about that off-road mechanic simulator. And I also saw that there is a yacht mechanic simulator that looks pretty cool that I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. There's also some other ones. I have like train mechanic simulator already. I own it. And then there's a mechanic simulator I want to check out, though the reviews on that are kind of interesting. They look to be trending towards bad. Alright, so that bad boy is done. Let's see if we get paid, and we do. $5,000. I think that netted us like $2,000 worth of profit. Anyway, it's cool because that actually wraps up the time that I have allotted for this episode. We got that story mission done. I think in the next episode we're gonna tinker around with the Supernova a little bit. I could not for the life of me remember the name of that car. Luckily I have it written down right here. We're going to tinker with the Supernova a little bit and see if maybe we can we got $23,000. See if maybe we can actually put an engine together. But that is it for this episode. If you like the episode, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe so that you get the newest episodes as soon as they come out, because Car Mechanic Simulator 2021, I'm just getting started, but it's not going to be it. I hope you guys have a great night, and I hope to see you next time. And this is Dark CX signing off. Sayonara.